Hi friends, welcome to another video. Today we are going to be testing out and talking about a complexion product, and this is the Flawless Stay Concealer from Beauty Creations. This is not a super new product. It was released late 2021. I just hadn't gotten around to picking it up, but I finally got my hands on it and wanted to test it out with you guys and give you guys the 411 on what it's all about. Beauty Creations is a Latina-owned brand. They have a variety of products. They have foundations, brushes, eyeshadow palettes, and eye products. I've actually tried their colored eye bases last year, and I do have a video on that, so I'll link it somewhere here in the cards or in the description box below, which I actually really did enjoy those eye bases. And they have really affordable pricing. From what I've heard, the quality is really good, so all the more reason why I wanted to pick these up. Rose and Ben on Instagram raved and used hers for a while and really enjoyed it, so that also prompted me to want to pick it up as well. So like I said, Beauty Creations launched their Flawless Stay Concealer in 2021, towards the end of 2021. Not only did they launch concealer shades, but they also launched corrector shades. I believe they have 4 corrector shades: white, green, lavender, and an orange. And of the concealer shades, they have a pretty wide range. They've got 25 shades altogether, and I picked up 2 of them. So just so you guys know, my skin tone is a light medium skin tone that leans warm yellow golden. And I do have some darkness under my eyes that I need help covering up. So the 2 shades that I picked up were C10, which is this guy right here. And C10 on their website is in the light medium category. It's described to be used for medium skin tones with neutral undertones. And the second shade that I picked up is C12, and this is in their medium category, and this is medium skin tones with yellow undertones. So when it comes to my concealer, I like to match it to my foundation shade or my base shade, and just maybe have it like half a shade lighter than my complexion or my foundation shade. I don't like it to be super bright. I find that with the darkness under my eyes, that actually makes it look more obvious and it makes it look more gray. So I have really been loving for quite a while now getting my concealer shade to generally match my foundation shade, which is why I picked these 2, the C10 with more of a neutral undertone to help neutralize and kind of correct maybe a little bit that darkness, and then the C12 to match what is usually my foundation shade. My foundation shades tend to be more leaning towards my summer shade. That's just what I enjoy. So I do usually have a foundation shade that's maybe half a shade up to 1 shade deeper than my typical skin tone. I pick up quite a bit of color over the summer, and I feel like that, I guess, tan lasts me through most of winter, and that way I don't feel like I need to buy 2 shades in my foundations, you know, my summer shade and my winter shade. But long story short, so that's what I like to do with my concealer. Again, these concealers, they have 25 shades of concealers, 5 shades in the correctors. I don't remember if I said 4 or 5 earlier, but 5 shades in the correctors, and these are $7. So really good price point for a product like this. It comes with 0.28 ounces or 8 grams of product. And if we compare this to the e.l.f. concealer, the camo concealer, or the hydrating camo concealer, the e.l.f. concealers are $6, I believe. And let's see if it says on here how much product. Let me look it up real quick. So I'm looking on the e.l.f. website, and I can't seem to find a weight or amount of product on the e.l.f. concealers. But I mean, if I would have to guess, I would say there's more in the Beauty Creations compared to the e.l.f. The Beauty Creations, you can see, is wider in diameter. Well, actually, maybe not. I think it's just the outer packaging. They might be right about the same. Again, $7 and $6. And both lines, the e.l.f. Camo Concealer as well as the Beauty Creations, both have 25 shades in their line. So pretty comparable. I am wearing it right now. As you can tell, I have my entire full face of makeup on. I've had this on for maybe half an hour or so far. We are gonna get into the application demo portion, and then we'll be doing a wear test with some check-ins. So let's go ahead and jump right into the demo portion. Before we get into the demo portion, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I'd really love to have you join our YouTube family. I usually upload videos every Tuesday. Sometimes I get 2 videos up a week, but if you would like to get notified when I do upload a video, make sure you hit the bell as well. Okay, let's get into the demo portion now. We've got foundation and cream contour, a little bit of cream contour on. Let's go ahead and dive into these concealers. So I picked up 2 shades. I have, I'm dropping stuff, C10 and C12. So let's check out C10. And if I'm not mistaken, C10 is the one with a bit more of a like peachy neutral undertone. Let's get some swatches here, which with my under eye bags, my dark under eyes, that we're probably gonna need that. And then C12. Okay, so we've got C10 right here and C12. C12 definitely has a bit more of a yellow undertone, and you can see C10 has a more neutral pinky undertone. I'm gonna go in with the C10 first as my like corrector shade, I guess, and I'm just gonna put a little bit right here and right here. Whoops, that was a lot of it. And then we're gonna take the C12 and put that on the outer. And you do have a pretty decent size, big size doe foot applicator. You can see there's kind of like a hole in the middle where it can hold product. And we're going to use the Anissa Beauty Angled Concealer Brush to blend that out. So I'm going to start on the inner portion. And I'm pressing it in. Ooh, that looks pretty nice. And I'm just taking whatever is on the brush and bringing it up on my eyelid and under the brow. So that's the first layer, and we did a light layer, so let's go ahead and blend in the other side. Okay, so we've got the first layer, light layer on, and honestly, that looks really good. It looks really hydrating, so it doesn't look too matte. This is meant to be a full coverage. It says easy to blend, won't crack or crease, blurs imperfections, fine lines, and dark circles. I do think we need a little bit more product to cover up my dark circles, but in terms of blend, the blendability, easy. I do have fine lines and crinkles under my eyes, and 9 out of 10 concealers, almost 10 out of 10 concealers do crease for me, so that's not really something I'm expecting it to not do. But usually by now with other concealers, it's already started to settle into my fine lines, and this one, although it is settling, it's not settling nearly as much as some of my other concealers. I'm going to do another layer of light layer. We're going to go in with C12. This is the first complexion product that I've tried from Beauty Creations. I've tried their colored eye bases, and I did really like those. It's meshing with my foundation fine, and the primer that I'm using, I am also filming a second video at the same time with this on a primer review, so stick around for that. And I am going to set my concealer using my Laura Mercier loose translucent setting powder. I do this with all my concealers, and for that I do use a sponge. So I'm just going to tap out any creasing or collecting that might have happened and take my sponge and set that. Okay, so we've got the under eye set, and as you can see, that translucent powder did help brighten the under eye a little bit. I think the powder meshed well with it. It doesn't look overly dry or cakey or anything like that. It definitely did take away a little bit of that hydrated look that I got upon using just the concealer. So if you have more of a dry under eye, you may want to try not setting the concealer and see if that would work for you. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and then we'll come back and see what this concealer is looking like. I'm hoping to get a wear test in and update you guys along the way, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. We are back with the finished look, and honestly, I am really loving my makeup today, especially my eyeshadow. I use the Urban Decay Naked Wild West palette. I know this came out last year, but I actually just recently picked it up, and honestly, I am super impressed. Really love it. But let's get back to what we are testing out today, the concealer. So it's been about maybe 20-30 minutes since I put this concealer on, and looking in the mirror, it is looking exactly the way it looked when I set it earlier. I'm not seeing anything out of this world. It's creasing a little bit in my fine lines and wrinkles. Again, that happens with pretty much any and every concealer for me. In terms of the way, like the highlight, the blush, the powder, working my lower lash line eyeshadow into it, I had no problem. So far, so good. I have really high hopes for this concealer, the $7 concealer. It is about $145 right now. I'm going to try and wear this for as long as I possibly can and do a couple check-ins on the way. I will see you guys in the next check-in. All right, guys, checking in at about the 3-hour mark. I'm in a bathroom, so sorry about the lighting. On the concealer, so both sides look really well. I'm not seeing any excessive creasing. I'm not seeing any cakiness. So far, so good. Last check-in of the night with the Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Concealer. It is about 7:20 right now, so we've had the concealer on for at least 5 hours. Actually, I think we've had it on for like 6+ hours at this point. And compared to the last check-in at around the 3.5 hour mark, the concealer honestly is looking pretty good. Like I mentioned earlier, pretty much every concealer settles to some degree into my fine lines under my eyes, so I'm not expecting this concealer to be creaseless 100%. I will say that I'm noticing this concealer is creasing or settling into my fine lines a lot less compared to the other ones. I don't see any dry or crepiness under my eyes. It hasn't budged, it hasn't separated. The rest of my face is a little bit oily because I was testing out a primer, so I didn't do any touch-up, so let's not mind that. But you can see under my eyes, it looks pretty darn good. So overall, I'm gonna have to say this concealer is a win for the amount of product that you get and the price. It's really comparable to the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, even the other Camo Concealer, which is not my favorite, the one with the black cap. This one, I would say, probably has more product compared to the e.l.f. one. Yeah, I'm really impressed and really happy with this concealer. $7, 25 shades, 5 corrector shades available as well. You can get it on the Beauty Creations website. A successful review for you guys to start off 2022. That's super exciting. We've come to the end of this review and video, so thank you so much for spending some time out of your day with me. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've tried out any of Beauty Creations complexion products, whether it's the concealer, the foundation, or even their powder foundation. I've actually been intrigued and wanting to order that or try that out. If you're new here, my name is Layla. Thanks for checking in on this video. I upload videos usually once a week on Tuesday, but sometimes we get that occasional second video per week. So if you want to be notified every time I upload, hit the bell as well. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.